Good afternoon, Dr. Raghavan sir,
Yes,
and
yes, please. Yes, please, sir.
dear participants. Good afternoon to one and all. Now, during third day of Atal-sponsored FDP, uh, second session, we have with us a very renowned person working in the field of microwave and antennas, Dr. S. Raghavan, Professor, NIT, Trichy, uh, Tiruchirappalli. He is talking on microwave integrated circuit components design fundamentals. It is my proud privilege to introduce Dr. S. Raghavan, who is the speaker for this session. Dr. S. Raghavan is now visiting faculty in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, National Institute of Technology, Trichy. He has about 40 years of teaching and research experience in the field of microwave integrated circuits, RF MEMS, biomems, metamaterial, and microwave engineering. A proud research scholar of Professor Bharti Bhatt and Professor S.K. Kaul at the Center for Applied Research in Electronics, CARE, IIT Delhi. Dr. Raghavan has established state-of-the-art microwave integrated circuit and microwave laboratory at NIT Trichy with the help of Government of India funding. He has won Best Teacher Award twice and conferred with Honorary Fellowship of Ancient Science and Archaeological Society of India. His first research scholar obtained a gold medal for the best thesis of the year. He was a short time visiting fellow in California State University, Northridge, USA, and awarded to conduct tutorial in APEMC 2010, Beijing, China. He was also organizing chair of Indian Antenna Week 2014, Chandigarh. He was invited to be a session chair in PIERS 2013 Symposium, Taipei, Taiwan. Dr. Raghavan has, to his credit, 130 research papers in national and international journals, in IEEE Explore, 140 international conferences, 28 national conferences, and he has also filed 3 patents and guided 16 PhD scholars. He is senior member and fellow in more than 20 international and national professional societies, including IEEE, BES, IEI, IETE, CSI, TSI, ISTE, ISSS, MPC, ISOI, IELTS, and ASI. He has organized various workshops of national importance. He has contributed a lot in the development of state-of-the-art library. He is instrumental in the plan of new multi-story library building as the library as a then library coordinator, and a hospital changed a clinical dispensary into 24-hour hospital as the chairman of Hospital Modernization Committee at NIT Trichy. He is an executive member of TSI and also in the Tamil Nadu chapter of TSI. Uh, he is a founding faculty advisor of IEEE, MTT, and APS student branch chapter at NIT Trichy. A very important point to mention here in uh, the Raghavan, that he's the author of microwave integrated circuit component design through MATLAB, a CRC book, which is very popular among the researchers working in the field of microwave engineering. The president of REC Trichy Faculty Association for 2 years, and he has made a great impact in the microwave engineering education among the student community at large. With these words, I welcome you, sir, for this technical session and request you First, thank you for accepting our invitation, and I request you to start your presentation.
Okay, thank you, unique coordinator Dr. Datta Prasad. I keep telling unique because FDP is always on industry oriented rather than pure theoretical one. Once I myself was a participant. Okay, I wish my presentation is mostly on the conventional method. And at the end, in addition to asking your questions, I welcome participants to send their views of my controversial statements now and then. And purely, suppose if you take the heritage papers, it is all during the period of 1955 to 65. After that, not much in-depth work has come, in the sense mostly people go for the commercial software and calculators and not for the real computation. Maybe I would like to get everyone's opinion about this way. It is not the new, it was the one which was existing since the beginning. Maybe I can say from the age of Marconi. But that is a very good practice. If anyone practices, none of the articles will get bounced, no plagiarism, nothing. More than that, one will understand the theory very well, and that is needed for certain things. Maybe you know very well, India is competing globally in space applications and also medical tourism, IT, and also finally spirituality. Why I tell all these four is we stand almost number one or number two in the world scenario, and the technology behind all these four is microwave engineering. If you think in depth about the meditation, spirituality, there also microwave play a very big role. So now let me concentrate purely on microwave integrated circuit. And I see, you know, very well. Suppose in the microwaves, the waveguide, people know the dominant mode is a TE10. As the frequency goes higher and higher, the dimension will become lesser and lesser. You would have seen millimeter wave guides and microwave waveguides. One in X band, other is in the K band, Q band, like that. So, like that, if we keep on increase, finally the A wall and B wall will collide, and you need some other device, some other transmission line. There only IC play a very big role, and that at microwave called the micro integrated circuits. And the backbone of MIC is the transmission lines, and there are 72 planar transmission lines available. As it is, only it started with coaxial transmission line. It was SB Cohen during 1966 or so. He unfurled that coaxial feed line, and when he unfurled, it came like a structure of strip line. Then Barrett and Burns in 1951 or 50, he developed it as a strip line. It is exactly unfurling of the coaxial transmission line. That's why the transmission, the mode that is supported by the pure slot line is a pure TM. Then instead of sandwiching between the upper and lower conductor, you just make the substrate on first conductor on the top, and it becomes a microstrip. That came immediately 1 year after the strip line by Grieg and Eagleman. So we'll also see all the so initially strip line, microstrip, slot line, slowly CPW again next year, 68, 69, then fin line. These are the five main planar transmission lines. Then there are so many variants, and you can remember the sentence. You cannot have the cake and eat it too. And also, if you want to have, you know very well, there is nothing that can beat the conventional method. See, now this kind of technology, I'm not able to see you or you are not able to see me, not much interaction, nothing equivalent to blackboard method of teaching. And similarly, you can say you had a lot of practical antenna lecture in the last 2 days. Um, Entirely different, exactly application of the theoretical formulae, and nothing equivalent to the conventional antenna. The antenna which uses epsilon or r as one, that has got the maximum, everything maximum, efficiency, everything. So if you use epsilon r is equal to 1, um, everything is optimum. But you cannot have such a parabolic big dish or antenna on a satellite. You need miniaturization. And that is the mantra of the microwaves or micro electromechanical system or RF MEMS, bio MEMS, nanotechnology. It goes like that. So that way, when you need a smaller version, definitely you go for the centimeter wave. The other name for microwave is it is a centimeter wave. The frequency more than 30 gigahertz is called millimeter waves. And the first and the foremost necessity is the Smith chart, in and out. What P.H. Smith developed in 1938, that one should master it. If you master it, then what a network analyzer can do, almost 80% the Smith chart with a geometry box can do. More than that, one can know the subject in depth. That is very much needed. And the cake, what you see, is not simply any chart printed on it. A JPG file, Smith chart is drawn, the X circle and R circle, um, drawn in JPG file, and that has been transformed to the bakery manufacturers. So if you go to Yahoo, Google, if you put the Smith chart, first you will get like this. You get so many things. The entire transmission line, you can get it done in minutes or seconds by this miracle circular chart. Instead of x plus jy plus or minus jy, you get everything in a circular way. The upper one is inductance, lower one is capacitance. Depending upon, on the top of the Smith chart, you would have seen impedance or admittance chart. Later on, when you play with the micro amplifier, you need impedance and admittance chart. That's what we say ZY chart. There are many charts available. Incidentally, in this very short period, I will be telling few references. Some of you may be knowing that. If not, you can make a note of it. The first thing you should download is Application Note 154. Around 30 pages of Hewlett and Packard. Hewlett Packard, Roday and Schwartz, all those people were working in the radiation laboratory, MIT or the Hewlett Packard. So they have come out with a invaluable theory which has been used, which are used, and which will be used. Nothing can replace that. So that way, Application Note 154 tells everything. If you take any standard book, they would have given this as the reference. So especially the beginners, PGs, students, they can download this Application 154 right from S parameters, YS parameters, Smith chart, compressed Smith chart, amplifier, oscillator, everything. What is needed is given in a very nutshell and very in a useful way. So that way, and I also have devised, maybe I will be telling you the whole MIC components. It has got 3 dimensions. One is height, other is length, other is, last one is width. As far as the height is concerned, it is manufacturer's concern. Normally, it is 1/16th of an inch. If you tell it can be designed for 1/8 or 1/32, 1/16 only we get it as 1.6, 1.2 mm. So remaining 2 things, the length and width. And length is in terms of lambda g. So no one need to remember anything. or no one need to forget anything in the microwaves and antenna. It is not an aversion subject. If you understand the subject, it is easier than a digital subject. So that way, as far as the length is concerned, any circuit you say, any component you say, it is all in terms of lambda g. As far as width is concerned, you can get it from the impedance. So once you get width and the length, that ends the matter. And I normally say one should be thorough with the filters, MIC filters. If a person is thorough with MIC filters, all other things are child play, isn't it? If you take an amplifier, it is only one LC in the input, one LC in the output. If you take an oscillator, there is no input even. If you take an antenna you can represent either a series LC or a shunt LC, only one LC. And if that output results are not sufficient, then you can go for array. So in any case, it's a regular repetition only. So then again, you can go for the power divider. So what I mean to say is, one should be thorough with MIC filters. By that time, you will come across or you will become familiar with the full microwave circuit theory. Microwave circuit theory also another buzz name. It is simply the extension of circuit theory, or I can say extreme case of Maxwell's equations or KVL and KCL. See, in the low frequency, we say maximum power transfer theorem. Same thing we say in the microwaves, reflection coefficient 0, or we say VSWR is equal to 1. So that way you should correlate. In fact, there's a powerful analogy of a distributed theory in the form of a lumped theory. How to express a big transmission line in terms of a T network and a pi network. If you know that, then LNC can be, layout can be drawn, and filter can be realized. Any component can be realized. So the important thing is the equivalent circuit. There is no equivalent circuit which is not made up of LNC. So if one is thorough in finding out or fabricating LNC layout, no component will be an unfamiliar one for he or she. So this I am showing as and when our ISRO people launch, is as it goes higher and higher, India's fame also going higher and higher. Why suddenly I am bringing that to MIC is, in ISRO as well as in defense, no one is bothered about the money. It can go to crores. But what is essential is the volume and the weight. If volume and weight are to be reduced to the minimum, the only solution is integrated circuits at micro frequency. So MIC is the one which will help people come to the miniaturized technology. So that way, at least 40% of all space shuttle everywhere, it is MIC only. And there are only 10 components, not more than 10 components. Maybe the method of manufacturing will be different, or the method of material used is different. Otherwise, the method of the technology of design philosophy is same. That too, if one remembers in terms of lambda g, you cannot forget this MIC design. So with that, so this are all almost 99%. You get a success rate of what our ISRO people are doing, and especially what happened to the Mars mission, what other countries could not do, India could achieve. At the first attempt, people won many more laurels, and definitely the micro integrated circuit play a very big role in all these things. And incidentally, I am showing she's PK Anuradha. She's senior most ISRO engineer, distinguished scientist of ISRO. She was the project director of GSLV 12, and she's a counterpart of Agniputri, um, Tessie Thomas, who is in the DRDO. So she also did not do big PhD and all. A nice, wonderful BTech. With that, she could, maybe I think she did MTech also. What I want to do tell is the dedication is sufficient to make the world see what India is. In any case, that satellite, GSLV 12, all the project directors are women. PK Anuradha, CK Anuradha, Pramoda. And this is our world. Microwave integrated circuits, everything, meta material, FSS, all work on the same principle of MIC. Maybe you may have to repeat it. You know the Flackett's periodicity theorem. You repeat it. You repeat the unit cell. That's what you get it in the meta material, FSS, SIW. In any case, you take any of the MIC component, it has got three dimensions: length, width, and the height. Now your job is to find out what is the length and the width. That will be in terms of the millimeter, 0.345 millimeter. How to draw 0.3453 millimeter? Simply multiply by 1000, draw in a very big coordinator graph in red litho paper, then photo reduce by 1000 times. You will get exactly 1:1 scaling. So this is our world. And there are so many transmission lines. I will show all those things. And these are the components realized. These are all in S band. Incidentally, next to application note 154, I would like everyone, those who are not aware of it, uh, to make a note about microwave 101. In the microwave 101, you will come to know about so many interesting things. No no derivations, nothing. It's all factual figures of very interest. Why S band is called S, K, Ku, Ka, under K, after K, everything. So that way, that's a very good website. If you come out with some new idea, that also you can upload it to microwave 101. The whole world will see many things. You can see from microwave 101. This is S band. It's all designed for 2 to 4. Whether you take a rat race or a power divider or a hybrid ring, 3 dB resonator, it has got only 2 dimensions, the length and the width. Now at the end of this lecture, you know the length is very easy if you remember in terms of lambda g. Lambda g by 4, lambda g by 2, lambda g by 16, many more lambdas, infinite lambdas from 0 to uh, lambda g. Why I keep telling lambda g is it is a guide wavelength. We don't have 3 wavelengths like a waveguide. It is only lambda g and lambda naught. You divide lambda naught, divide by root of epsilon effective, you will get lambda g. Once you put epsilon effective, it takes care of all the transmission lines. If it's a strip line, you put epsilon r because it's a homogeneous one. Except strip line, all other things are inhomogeneous. And in that case, you put that epsilon effective, then you will get the lambda g. So if you know the design of any one, it can be extended to all of the transmission lines, provided you are thorough with the cross section. If you go for the coplanar waveguide, there will be 3 lines going parallelly. Center one is the signal line, left side, right side are the ground point. So cross section is different, but it all depends upon the uh, characteristic impedance. By that you can get the width. As far as the length is concerned, it's all different lambda g. You will come across, I will just show different lambda g, not more than these components throughout the world. Maybe the frequency may be different, the materials will be different. Other than that, it is common either in India or in California or anywhere. And these are things previously you would have seen. Before the cable TV, people keep turning the Yagi Uda antenna. The Yagi Uda antenna in a very small, you can put it in a packet. You can, this is all in S band. If it is a KQ, Ka band and all, you cannot, it will be like a tablet. So that way, if you see this Yagi Uda antenna, it is all in terms of lambda. Each reflector, each director is in terms of lambda. The separation, that is also in terms of lambda, 0.31, 0.34, like that. So if you remember in terms of lambda g, You can design it for any kind of planar transmission lines and for any kind of material. Only the epsilon effective will get changed. And we have got Bibles. If it is a strip line, it is Harley and Ho. If it is a microstrip, it is T.C. Edwards. If it is a coplanar waveguide, it is Oren Simon. If it is a fin line, our proud goddess of microwave integrated circuits, Professor Bharati Bhatt. Among the 5 planar transmission lines, 3 planar transmission lines, popular authors are Indians. In microwaves, Indians play a very big role. Next is Japanese, third is Chinese. Out of these three, Indians have got an advantageous position. They know their English status is more than Japanese and Chinese. So in microwaves, you see even the technology, even in the numerical techniques or in the hardware, Indians stand first in MIC technology, isn't it? J.C. Bose, we say father of millimeter waves. Previously, Marconi was remembered as father of radio, because Indians are a little bit lazy in documentation. But later on, everyone realized it was J.C. Bose. Many will be surprised if I say even metamaterial, it is not Victor Veselago. Even before that, J.C. Bose has formulated about the metamaterials. Why metamaterials? The hottest field of microwaves today is frequency selective surface. That also J.C. Bose has played a very big role. What is the sanctity of that? What is wonder in that? When these days we are struggling for X band, that day in Calcutta, he was playing with 65 gigahertz. It's not an easy joke. So that way, right from J.C. Bose to Bharati Bhatt, lot of Indian stalwarts have played a very big role. Why I keep telling like this? After some time, I should tell through the Professor Datta um, Doshe that some of the people who participated are coming out. It isn't suddenly you can come out with some new idea, some simply transmit to microwave 10 and make it to reality. The country will talk about you. I will tell you few of the successful story. In fact, yesterday I heard one person, I think a professor from Saumya College of Bombay. I felt very happy. She told there are so many circuits, components made in her college. Where is it's all becoming a showcase one? I will tell you success story. There is a person, is from a, not from IIT, not from NIT or any of the known big colleges. There are some small colleges who are really shining because of the faculty members and the students. One such person by name Prasad, he did wonders. Up to BTech, MTech, he came from a self-financing college, then joined in the Tyagaraja College. And now whatever components he is making, his team is making, it is being sold for lakhs and lakhs of rupees to DRDO. So what I wish such persons yesterday who asked the doubt how to do marketing, what you do is you should have a collaboration with you call DRDO scientists to your institute, make them give some talk, let them know what you are, who you are, what are you doing. Then they will take your products to DRDO. Then the DRDO, ISRO, that they will take to the world. So this is one of the methods by which you can make your product reach the world standard. Maybe you can ask some doubt, I will tell you in that connection. So as Dr. Ravi told, you should not compromise the quality. So now you can have a very good computation, do MATLAB or Python, find out on your own. Maybe to check that you can go for the commercial software. Otherwise, you make your own software and see that your design is coming up to your standard. And it not only will generate some journal papers, you will have the high satisfaction, and also many more things can be got. See now, if you see the rectangular antenna, there are three parts. One is the center one, patch. You can easily find out what is the impedance. Suppose if it is 60 ohms and you should connect it to the 50 ohms. And also, if you see the micro 101, you can know why 50 ohms. So 60 to 50, you can, simplest one is quarter wave transformer, whose equation is Z0 squared is equal to Zs into Zr. So you have a three component. If that output is not meeting your requirement, go for m by n. Again, you should know, you should make use of the formula Z0 squared is equal to Zs into Zr. You get a array of microstrip antenna, and you can see one circular one. So there's a very big ocean in the micro MIC called the discontinuity. It's a very big ocean. I have found 16 discontinuities in coplanar waveguide. So it is not a disadvantage. You can make use of the discontinuity for designing filters. Even filters are many kind of components. So as far as the discontinuity is concerned, the circular one is slightly better than the rectangular one. In any case, once you know the discontinuity, you can find out the equivalent circuit. Accordingly, you can come out of that. That is why the length and the width of the microstrip patch antenna is not equal. You should, in general, it is lambda g by 2, and you should remove one delta L left side and right side. And that is the reason W and L are slightly different. Then you can see one RFID. All these things work under the principle of lambda g, and also spacing width in terms of the impedance, characteristic impedance. One should be thorough with the circuit theory, network theory, image impedance, iterative impedance, transfer constant. So there's one equation, Z1 is equal to minus 4Z2. That equation is sufficient to tell everything about the filter: low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, band stop filter. Finally, the Bible for the filter is Mathai, Young and Jones. So if a student, after he finishes graduate, postgraduate, goes for ISRO or DRDO interview, if he or she tells, I know fully about Mathai, no further question will be asked. Like that, there are so many Bibles. I will keep telling as and when it is needed. So that way, all the things, the commonality of all these layout means this is 1:1. You should exactly transform to the um, conductor, either in the strip line or microstrip or CPW. This is what you should get it in your personal computer. Then you can transform to the person who is manufacturing or who is fabricating. There are some few places where you can do this manufacturing so nicely. There are some commercial places also there which will do this work in a very nice way. And there are some other places they do by ordinary method, using iron box, using fan. That way also they do. Finally, one should draw it very accurately. That is very, very important. Up to the third decimal, you can use AutoCAD or by any one of the technology, you draw it. This layout is very, very important in every MIC circuit. And these are the different cases. See, you know very well, the waveguide, the biggest advantage is it can withstand very high power, but you cannot go for the miniaturization, isn't it? So you need a planar transmission line, but it cannot withstand very high power. So if you can have something which has got both the advantages, definitely that is better. That's what people say, trade-off, or some people say optimization. So the bridge between the waveguide and the planar transmission line is substrate integrated waveguide. Then Marconi, it is not FSS didn't come today. It was the patent of Marconi that he has developed some patent on frequency selective surface. Frequency selective surface is another name for filters. It is called spatial filters. So that is a fitting example for myself, again and again telling one should be thorough with the filters. Then all other components, including antenna, are simply one LC. It is not, people are complicating. You make it easy. You just find out the analogy of lumped equivalent, then it won't be a difficult. So what you see here is metamaterial, field antenna. Again, the person who is shining is Indian from Tamil Nadu, Alphonse Arakeswamy. He is doing wonders. He's even a editor in Antenna Propagation the magazine also in NTU. So almost all the things I have exhibited. So everything, whatever you are seeing, you got only length and the width. So length is only in terms of lambda g. So that has got the epsilon effect. See, yesterday afternoon, beautifully Dr. Ramasamy told about the heating effect of microwaves. What was important throughout the lecture, he was telling about the epsilon, isn't it? You take your chicken getting heated in the microwave oven, it all depends upon the epsilon, or the epsilon is not same for all the parts of a chicken. Each pot has got different epsilon. That's why the leg pot gets heated quickly, and people say that is tasty. Every pot has got same taste. Only thing is different is epsilon r. So if you take man and woman also, epsilon r of each pot is different. So that is effectively used in the diathermy, and that is what is used in the medical tourism. How to cure the cancerous tissue, it's all whenever microwave passes through a dielectric substance, it gets heated, and that is the gist of the yesterday's 2 hours talk. And everything he told, each particle, each food item has got different epsilon r. Similarly, in this MIC, the epsilon effective, first epsilon r, from epsilon r you should calculate epsilon effective, and there are formula, and later on, once you become a perfect engineer, or once your research is over, you can refer to the Bible. Till then, you should calculate for each of the transmission line, and I will tell you the method. You can go for the full analysis. That's what yesterday morning that lady from Longawal Institute, she told about the various numerical techniques. Again, the Bible for the numerical techniques is T. Ito. There's a book by Numerical Techniques for Millimeter Waves, and that is, it has covered around some 16 techniques. There's another book by Rajmitra that is for conventional waveguides, but for all these planar transmission lines, take the Ito book or the edited book of a Sorrentino. Method of moments, method of lines, the transverse resonance techniques, spectral domain techniques, FDTD, FEM, all those things. You pick out any one thing. I can very well suggest method of lines, not much software based on method of lines. You please come out, take the method of lines topic, understand it, use MATLAB or Python, make a group and come out with a nice software. You can bring out a software which is equivalent to 40 lakh. This is what the whole world is doing. I'm telling you a secret. The senior people are very good in the theory. Junior people are very good in the programming. If these two people join, wonderful things can be done. That is how our Indian Swapnil Gaul, a very young person at the background of Dr. Shivaganko and Girish Kumar and Ramesh Garg, he has come out with a wonderful software. So you just impregnate or amalgamate the senior person's knowledge with the latest technology of programming. Wonderful thing can be done. Before that, I would like everyone to go for conventional coding and then finish your PhD, research, all those things. But one should not, I'm not telling one should keep deriving at the time of launching. So that time you can keep referring or go to the second opinion for the commercial software. So in a side way, I would like to say, one should become master in any one of the numerical methods, FEM, FDTD, or GO, PO. Many methods are there, but in that, it's worth spending some time. Time means 6 months time in knowing in and out of method of lines. So this is a book. I'm not showing for advertising. This is purely by conventional method. All the components, the formula, everything is derived. That's also only from single equation, Z, yes. No Maxwell's equation. After that, use your own coding. not even using the toolbox, write your own coding, and that's how it has come. Now the recent technology, present today's technology is same thing to be done with the Python. And people know you can compare MATLAB with Python and see some merits here, some merits there. In any case, definitely these Python, MATLAB will require lesser number of codings than C language. Then this is what the things. So you develop one component, then you rig it up, then you get a circuit, isn't it? You first of all fabricate inductor, capacitor, then get a filter or a resonator. Resonator is lambda g by 2. Antenna also is a resonator. So you get a LNC combination is a resonator. Then the directional coupler, and it is a, that's what we say in MIC, two-step branch line coupler, power divider. Two-step branch line coupler with a particular case of 3 dB, you call it as a power divider. It is can be equal power divider or unequal power divider. Hybrid ring, you can convert, make it as a rat race, which is the MIC version of a Magic T. So you can make a combination, go for amplifier, then remove the input, you can get an oscillator, go to the switch, you have got so many antennas, so many diodes. Pin diode is suitable for that. Again, the Bible for all those devices is Watson book, microwave semiconductor devices, diodes by Watson book, limiter, detector, then mixer. Again, the best book is Terman, radio engineering by Terman. Even before my birth it came, and it is just like a novel, no derivation. There you could have seen super heterodyne receiver. That in the MIC form, you have got a single balanced mixer, double balanced mixer, all those things. Ultimately, what I want to tell is one should know how to fabricate the inductor, capacitor in distributed circuit. Then you can have a combination of that. So ultimately, it is the length and the width. So this is the one balanced mixer. This is what in the low frequency we say super heterodyne receiver. You need local oscillator, then oscillator. You could take the IF frequency. You need a filter. You need rat race. You need the stub matching. You see there's a bend that is to avoid this discontinued effect. Stub matching. Everything is what is needed is there in the uh, single balanced mixer. You take one more thing, put it in the opposite, add it, then it's a double balanced mixer. So this is what we do. We already are familiar with the waveguide component that will put it in the MIC version, either strip line or microstrip. Strip line, microstrip, the shape will be almost same. In one case it is epsilon r, in another case it is epsilon effective. Same thing, balanced mixer, if you do it in coplanar waveguide, everywhere you will have a three lines. The center line is a signal line, left side, right side will be a ground point. So fin line it will be different. Anyway, you can see that. This is again a fabricated MIC component. So you can see a popular band pass filter, N-coupled band pass filter. So once you are thorough with N-coupled band pass filter, you can have I don't know, this is edge-coupled one, N-coupled band stop filter you can get. So simply take many books are available in the e-copy also. Mathai book, more than sufficient. And if you want to get a notes-like book, Poser. Then there is another book, Mishra book. Very good book that has come. And every topic we talk, there's a book available, published by Artec publication. She is goddess of MIC, microwave integrated circuits, Professor Bharati. But you can see much more about her in Dr. Abdul Kalam's Wings of the Fire, and she is the authority for Finline. Her book on Finline is the Bible to the world. Many things she has contributed to the, not to India, to the world. So there is nothing wrong in calling her as the goddess of microwave integrated circuits. There are 8 books written. It is not for exam point of view. It will work exactly in the defense field. That's what in the Republic Day parade people they call a big guest And the reason for calling other nation guest is the whole world should see what is India's power in defense. In defense, if at all we achieve the maximum, or in ISRO, if at all we achieve maximum, or in the hospital, if we achieve maximum, in spirituality, if we achieve maximum, it is only because of microwaves, integrated circuits. Maybe in spirituality is not MIC, it is the extension of microwaves. This is the best antenna one can have in the world. But can you have this much big antenna and a satellite? Can you have this as a tablet to get swallowed? So you need a smaller version. So you should go for the MIC. And after designing so many things, the power should not get wasted at the input and output. So you need connectors, SMA, SMP. You should know why it is called SMA. You should know why it is called BNC. So if you know the reason, it is not just to write story, but you will not forget it. Because of the principle only it is being named so. Suppose the decibel. Why is it called decibel? If you know why, then you will know the sanctity of a decibel, Nepper, all those things. So that way, again, look into the website of Microwave 101. You will come to know each and every part of the coupler, isn't it? If you know the frequency, if you know the impedance, you can select which coupler is to be used. See how nicely it is shining. So it is all by the total internal reflection. So it should be the machinability should be very nice. And ISRO people, they use silver. Silver is the better material than gold. Then coat it with gold so that it won't get corroded. So that is the reason why it costs 300, 400 crores. But it will work, the microwave integrated circuits will work in a digital way. Microwaves, you can call this a digital. And it's a proud, very young person. He is the project director of the human space mission. Maybe next year or another 2 years it will get launched. And Kuni Ramakrishnan, he was also from ISRO Trivandrum. His senior is the present chairman, Dr. Sivan. They're all doing wonders, and everyone will tell you what is the importance of MIC. And this is again a version about you should know about the connectors. And this is the reason why we go for the 50 ohms. It is a trade-off between the attenuation and the power handling. And each connector's characteristic also tabulated. And either in the Karnataka, Bangalore, California, anywhere in the world, there are only two elements, inductor and a capacitor, that can be connected series or parallel. Nothing, you bring any complicated circuit, nothing other than this series parallel or LNC. So if you know LNC design, layout, fabrication, nothing will be an unknown thing. It is such an easy thing. And Smith chart, if you go clock, it's a thumb rule. Isn't it? Later on, when you go for micro amplifier, oscillator, it should come just like our tables. If you go clockwise in the impedance chart, it is an inductor. Anti-clockwise, it is a capacitor. Same thing in the ZY inverted chart, it will be susceptive capacitance, susceptive inductance. Do you have anything more than that? Resistor and conductor are not put here because R plus j omega L, omega is very high. Not only that, we are using only the silver and gold. Where is the question of resistance? So it is only in terms of LNC. And you can see it is not lambda g by 4, lambda g by 2, lambda g by 8. You got point not 3 lambda g, point not 4, not 5 lambda g. When you say very small is what? See, centimeter is very big when you go to micrometer. Micrometer is very big when you go to nanometer. So everything we tell only in terms of lambda g. If it is very small, it is lambda g by 8. Very small, it is lambda g by 10. So that way, it is not only those 3 lambdas, there are many lambdas, and each lambda is specific. Only if you put point not 3, you can get that mode, isn't it? Mode is very important. In electrical people, they say second harmonic. But here what we say is higher harmonic. We don't want it. We don't want such harmonic kind of modes, and we want only the dominant mode. For that, 0.003h and 0.05 lambda is needed. Like that, you will come across so many lambdas. So that's what I'm telling. One need not mug up the big formula. It is simply, if you remember in terms of lambda g, one will not forget. And this is the one. You can remember uh, one Tamil movie, Iru Kodgal. You put a dot. How to make it bigger or smaller? By putting comparatively, put a larger line that becomes smaller. Comparatively a smaller line that becomes bigger. That is the principle of high inductance and high impedance and low impedance. A low width will act as a inductor. When you say low, left side, right side, you will get a higher width. So when you draw a higher width, left side, right side will get a lower width. Afterwards, you can remove that left side, right side. We don't say left side, right side. One is called the main element, the left side, right side, or end inductance. You don't need to remember all these formula. If you remember, this is the only method of realizing inductor. This is the only method of realizing capacitor. Antenna, if you take, it is LC. You should know how to realize what width and what length will give that kind of impedance. And this is the thumb rule. You should know that's a powerful sentence. Any kind of complicated network can be represented as a T network and a pi network. It is all expressed in terms of open circuit and short circuit impedance. And if you substitute it, you will get a very neat form. What you see, center is sufficient to design an inductor. Either if you want to have an inductor, you remember a pi network. If you want to remember a capacitor, you remember a T network. So simply take the rider book. First half will tell you the design methodology of an inductor and a capacitor. If you design an inductor capacitor in the low impedance, high impedance method, what else you need? And you take any kind of antenna. Again, it is a length and width, and everywhere it is getting divided. Power divider is what? It is only lambda g by 4. It should satisfy z naught squared is equal to z. So how many may be the patches? It gets divided by this kind of rule only. So the same thing you can do it. Many used to struggle a lot where to give the feed point. So in general, it is 1/3 of the length. But again, you can make use of that formula and see where exactly you can locate the feed point. So everywhere it is all in terms of integer multiple of lambda g by 4. If you take a rat race, it is 6 times of lambda g by 4. Likewise, if you take a two-step branch line coupler, it is a 4 times of lambda g by 4. So if you take an antenna, it is 2 times of lambda g by 4. So it is all the miracle of lambda g's. It is not only in terms of lambda g by 4, many other numbers also will come, 1 by 16 or 0.008 lambda g, like that. So this is the first book to be taken. Strip line like transmission lines is available for a cheap price. Indian edition is there. Again, Professor Bharati Bhatt. What she found in the laboratory came as a book. What is found in the book comes as a working model. So this is the first book. And here you can see entire filters, high impedance, low impedance filter, edge coupling, end coupling. You can see different kinds of discontinuity also. Step discontinuity, then bend discontinuity. These are the entire type of filter available. And this is how the realization, low pass filter, band pass filter. Again, it is length and width. You find out G1, G2, G3 either by the binomial filter method or Chebyshev filter or Bessel function, whatever may be. You find out G1, G2, go for a frequency scaling, impedance scaling, find out the value of inductance and a capacitance. Once you know the inductance and capacitance in the whole world, there are only two methods of realizing. One is high impedance, low impedance method, or the other is the stub method, open circuit and short circuit method. There is no other method. This is not just to show as a demo. It is a real filter designed for S band. The left one is low pass filter, the second one is the band pass filter. And these are the other Bibles. The first one is microwave filters by Mata, Young and Jones. The next one is microstrip lines and slot lines. K.C. Gupta, Ramesh Garg, Bahal, all are Indians. This is the book followed throughout the world. And the Bible for the microstrip circuit, three books are there. Again, the author is T.C. Edwards. And this is the Finline book, Professor Bharati Bhatt. And CAD of that. If you see the right side balanced mixer, you can see many planar transmission lines. Slot line is there, coplanar waveguide is there, suspended strip line is there, microstrip is there. It's a unique circuit where you got antipodal fin line in a single circuit. You can come across so many planar transmission lines. And see, this is a very rare book about transmission line design handbook by Waddell. Whatever you want to know about the transmission lines, about 400 pages, beautifully given with expressions and final outcome. It's a very nice book for the overall, the summary of the transmission lines. I already told transmission lines are the backbone of the MIC, and coplanar waveguide, one and the only book. Very proud to say that was written by my senior R.N. Simon, student of Professor Bharati, but he is also happily I'm telling he also belongs to Mysore. Bharati, but also settled in Mysore. And I wish Professor Dattare take the students or participants once to Professor Bharati Bhatt and have a small interaction. This is the one and the only book. There's one more book by Wolf, but that is next to CPW only. This R.N. Simon. The one and the only book per strip line circuit design is Harley and Ho. And these are all the things, all the waveguides you make into the planar transmission lines. You can see microstrip, CPW, slot line. This magic T only is come, we call it as a rat race in the MIC version. Backward coupler is only the conversion. And see, you can see our indigenous software Tarang done by Swapnil Gaul, that output is that. So now if you put twice of Z0 between the port 2 and 3, you call it as a Wilkinson power divider. See, now you can see the rat race. I have shown it in microstrip as well as I have shown it in CPW. Only the cross profile will be different, but length will be remaining same. It is all in terms of lambda g by 4. Anything you take, it is only the length and the width. So now again, it is SIW. SIW version of the same magic T. And now you need this also, nomogram. Two things, width and the length. Length is everything is lambda g by 4. It is not only lambda g by 4, there are many, many lambda g's. As far as the width is concerned, you should know what is the characteristic impedance. For a symmetrical network, image impedance, iterative impedance will be same. That only we call as the characteristic impedance. Once you know the impedance, you should find out the, using Wheeler's curve for a particular epsilon r, you can find out what is W by H. If it is a coupled transmission line, there are two nomograms, one to find out the spacing, another to find out the W. And this one, again, one should not go for the microstrip calculator. One should not go for the strip line calculator, because as a microwave person, you should do by yourself. At the end, at the time of launching or at the time of product level, you can go for the calculator or the commercial software. So this is drawn by the Python and also MATLAB. So the one is done by MATLAB, another is done by the Python. And each epsilon r, isn't it? We got when once you come to the MIC microwave, RT Duride, then FR4, Teflon, Sapphire. Sapphire, it is an anisotropic material where epsilon r is different in each direction. So for every epsilon r, you should draw it. What is the common thing is when the impedance is very high, width is very less. When the impedance is very low, width is very high. That's why in the case of a strip line and microstrip, low impedance is taken as 20 ohms, high impedance taken as 120. If you want to design a capacitor, you should choose 20 ohms. If you want to choose a inductor, you should choose 100 ohms. Um, uh, just 1 minute. So that way, this Wheeler's diagram or nomogram is very much essential for know the width of this. So once you know the width and the length, there ends the matter of the designing and layout of the any component. So this is the one. This again, a BTech student did it. So it is GUI. Using for MATLAB or a Python, you should ask all the important things, parameters. What should be this is for the coupled one, odd mode impedance, even mode impedance. Even I say couple, man and woman, uh, any two you call as a couple. If both think in the same direction, you say even mode. If both think in the opposite direction, you say odd mode. Same thing you can come for the MIC. If the direction of E wave is same, it is called even mode. Otherwise, it's called the odd mode. So ZO, you get it. You just feed all those values. Then put epsilon r. In some case, you should calculate epsilon effective, as long as the transmission line is an inhomogeneous one. Otherwise, you can keep that as epsilon r. Then finally, you will get all the things what is needed. But as a micro person, you should know how to get it. You should amalgamate this GUI with the real what is needed. You should know how to calculate the coupling coefficient, length, width, all those things. So this is a conventional method of designing any of the components. This is the nomogram. If only W alone is needed, then the Wheeler's diagram is sufficient. Whereas if you want to go for the coupling, edge coupling or uh, end coupling, or coupled microstrips or coupled fin line, you need two things. There are no transmission lines with three parameters, two maximum. So in that case, you need two nomograms. Suppose if you have a nomogram of a coplanar waveguide, again the z-axis is impedance, vertical axis is S and S plus W. So get the nomogram, use the nomogram, get the W, and use the lambda G, you get the length. That finishes the design factor. And no Maxwell's equations are needed. This equation, which a person is deriving in the second year of BTech, is sufficient to do any design of the components or including the antenna. And if it is a lossless transmission line, gamma alpha plus j beta alpha becomes 0. This will become a trigonometry. Beta is 2 pi by lambda g. Go change various length 0 to lambda g. Lambda g by 4, if you put z naught square is equal to zs zr, will get. If you put lambda g by 2, you will get zs is equal to zr. If you put lambda g by 8, you get lambda is modulus of zs will be equal to modulus zr. You put various values, 0.003 lambda g, you will get a wonderful property. If you put lambda by 16, you will get an isotropic antenna property. Everything by this ABCD parameter you get from this, Kuroda identity you get from this. Nothing that cannot be get from this equation, and this is sufficient to find out. First, to find out what is ZOC, JZ not tan beta L. Next, to find out ZSC, Z not ZSC is JZ not tan beta L. ZOC is Z not by J tan beta L. So that way, once you get OCSC, you can get every component in terms of OCSC. In a low frequency, if you want to say two networks are equivalent, the OCSC of one should be equivalent to the other. In the high frequency, if you want to say two networks are equivalent, the ABCD parameter should be equal to the one should be equal to the other. So this is a small example. Isn't it? People find difficult to know where is the feed point, or if you want to have a multi-layer structure, again you can make use of this. Whatever you say for impedance will hold good for admittance. So that way you can easily find out what is the feed point, what is the effective structure. So this is a small example. For the patch, you can find out what is the impedance. Again, it is in terms of lambda. So find out the impedance. You should connect it with 50 ohms. Take a lambda g by 4, connect it. See, you can see 0.003 lambda, 60 lambda, various lambdas are lambda g by 5. If you go for SIW, 4 lambdas are there, 0.25 lambda. So what I want to tell is, what is the take home story is, if you know the design in terms of lambda g, you can do things without even referring, and you should know the principle. Again, these are the few examples where you need the two-step branch line coupler. Two-step branch line coupler only, we are all very much aware of directional coupler. That why waveguide directional coupler only is two-step branch line coupler, and if that characteristic is not meeting the requirements, you can go for three-step branch line coupler also. So these are the few example of application of that, and everyone will write the delta L is equal to this much. How to get this? So you should refer to the Hammerstedt paper, or you can go for the full wave analysis. So you can remove delta L left side, right side correction factor. That's what you get length and width of a single patch antenna. And this is not drawn to get your admiration. If you draw the input reflection coefficient and output reflection coefficient, uh, you will, and then if you plot it, you will get accidentally you will get it as a heart curve. The meaning of that is, you should have a love towards the Smith chart. Accidentally, we get so many good things. You know, coplanar waveguide. Coplanar waveguide is found by a scientist, still is alive in Hong Kong. He is CP Wen. The initial is coinciding with the acronym of coplanar waveguide. So now, if you want to work at the same time, admittance and impedance, it is called impedance and admittance, or it is called ZY chart. And in the whole of microwave, there are only four circles. One is Smith chart, based on ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. The other circle is constant gain circle. The third circle is stability circle. The fourth circle is noise figure circle. All are represented here by a beautiful colorful curves. And if you do all these things, you can easily design a amplifier. Designing amplifier is not very big as compared to the low frequency. You have to simply find out the input matching network, output matching. It is one LC in the input, one LC in the output. And these are the commercial software available. And what is important for is, what is the numerical technique? One is on FEM, other is MOM, finite different techniques, sometimes a combination of this. So only I say, if a person wants to start right now, she or he can master method of lines, because all other things people have used. Method of lines not very much used. Only for show I am showing this Maxwell's equations. Unless you go for full analysis, you don't need Maxwell's equations. What I already shown for input impedance, that is sufficient for all this design. And this is again a spatial filter. A unit cell is getting repeated, and this is also for the first of its kind. It has come to the world, and this is done very happily, proudly, I am telling, by my student. And he also accidentally, many things come accidentally. Necessity is the mother of invention. That's how magnetron came during the Second World War. Gun diode, it came just like that. Similarly, this MTech VLSI person shown lot of interest in frequency selective surface, worked in NAL, Bangalore, then came worked as a PhD scholar, did lot of work. The work he has found in 2 years came in 13 journal papers in IEEE. So it is nice. World knows what is this work is. Not only that, our Prime Minister and Raksha Mandri recognized him with 5 lakhs. What I want to tell is, your research should be societal value, not simply for journal paper. So biomedical or whatever it is, it should be useful for the society, and also the journal should be a notable SCA journal. Then you can feel proud. Not only feeling proud, you can make your theoretical work reach industry. In fact, most of the lectures what your coordinator arranges is based on, is concentrating on microwaves in industry, microwaves in antenna, in practical antenna, microwaves in food industry, microwaves in chemical industry. It is his fashion, Dr. Datta Prasad, to arrange the application of microwaves in the real technology. And that is what needed, not simply chalk and board method. And one such thing is this frequency selective surface. Why I am showing this? See, during COVID or anything, MRI, CT, mainly useful for the diagnosis. And which technology will save CT and MRI? FSS. FSS will save CT and MRI. It will save all those very invaluable instruments from EMI, EMC shielding. So that play a very big role in CT, MRI, and also LINAC. And she's, I call her as the living Mother Teresa. She is Dr. B. Shanta, founder chairman of the biggest, Asia's biggest cancer center, Adayar Cancer Center. Why I am showing that is, most of the initial percentage of cancer cells can be killed, or cancerous patient can be cured by passing microwaves. And through the LINAC, they pass the microwaves. It has got the heating effect, but you should be thorough with the biological effect of microwaves, and that is how cancerous cells can be killed. And this is the one, all three naval, air force, all are there. Great, Dr. Ravant also is there, and defense secretary is there. Why I am showing this is, if you show, if you make your research work practically applicable to the world, Rafale flight they brought, bought, it is very much necessary. Likewise, what this person has developed will reduce the radar cross section. The enemies cannot see our flight, but we can see that enemy. So that much importance this PhD scholar did as a research. So he was specially called. I'm not advertising this candidate. What I want to tell is, your research work should be of societal values. You know how much part played by microwaves in detecting the COVID. So much. Many things are being done, even in therapeutic level. It is going to make a impact. And what you see, that person is CP Wen. He only found coplanar waveguide. The person who is next to him wrote his own coding and came out with lot of things about CPW. In fact, there is only one book written by an Indian along with another foreigner, KC Gupta. That is only book for AN in microwaves. And what you see right side is the same person who did FSS, and the person who is with him is Dr. Bozi. There are two persons who has contributed lot in SIW FSS. One is Dr. Bozi, Italian, and other person is Dr. Kevu. This person is Dr. Raj Mitra. He is around some 75, 80. He has done lot of computational techniques for the conventional methods. And the tallest person whom you are seeing is Kevu. He and Bozi, they only contributed a lot in substrate integrated waveguide. In India, number one is MK Mandal of Kharagpur. There are many more people, including NIT director of Rourkela, Animesh Bishwas. So why I keep telling is, you can have communication with them and see what is practically going on and all these things. So this is a bridge between planar transmission line and a waveguide, SIW. See here, 0.25 lambda g, 0.05 lambda g, like that. Metamaterial, photonic band gap, EBG, everything it is only in terms of lambda g. This person He told there is a plenty of room at the bottom. That made him get Nobel Prize. Not only Nobel Prize, people came out with memes, RF memes, bio memes. Bio memes are doing lot of role in saving the life. You cannot save it infinitely. You can extend the life. It plays a very big role in the biomedical applications. And what is there? See, air is not having any loss, but you cannot use it for miniaturization. But substrate has got loss, but miniaturization is there. So if you want to have both advantage, you marry that. That is the principle of suspended substrate, elongated, inverted. So likewise, micro electromechanical system also based on that. Remove the substrate. That by different methods. So why I am keep showing this is, if you see the planar view, it is a microstrip line or it's a coplanar waveguide. Only if you see the cross section, you can see this trapezoidal one. Again, this is an extension of planar transmission line technology. What you see, if you see the planar view, it is only the ordinary microstrip antenna, but it is all in micrometer level. It is not in centimeter. Now, only if you see the cross section, you will say it is a RF MEMS antenna. And these are all the fabric. Again, see, this is a coplanar waveguide. They don't use RT-Durite. They use the silicon or gallium arsenide or gallium nitride. These are all various techniques. These are all the methods of fabricating. Okay, these are all the MEMS lab. We have got, thanks to Dr. Ramagopal Rao, one is an INUP program, one is in IIT Bombay, other is in IIT Bangalore. These are all in California State University. And I am proud to inform the dean also from India, dean of that California State University, that's also India. These are all the fabricating process. This is again, see, Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams, when they went up to the space, if there's any problem in antenna, they cannot come down or scientists cannot go up. So you should need some arrangement. That is why this reconfigurable antenna will be of much use. So that can easily be done in, again, by a modified microstrip and modified coplanar waveguide. It should be modified to fit into the coplanar waveguide characteristics. So this reconfigurable antenna play a very big role in many things. Like Richard Feynman, Victor Veselago, but I already told, J.C. Bose told before this, see, you be thorough with the transmission lines. Every epsilon or mu or you put it negative, that is metamaterial. And that was pushed by Victor Veselago. This is the method of the analysis. You can go for even mode analysis, odd mode analysis. See, you cannot simply, don't simply mug up how to find out the length and width. You just know from the theory. You take an open circuit, you take a short circuit, either LC or series LC, that can realize an antenna. You repeat it, then you can have an array. What is a fractal antenna? Fractal antenna, what you see for Christmas, they put a fern tree, that is thing, or rangoli, or column. It is all from that only, from nature only, you get all these types of antenna. So finally, I got 10 more minutes. This will tell you what is the principle of designing. See, in most of the components in the microwave, MIC, I have got some symmetricity. See, if you see the branch line coupler, you can see exactly half mirror symmetry. That's called PP dash. It is called electric wall or magnetic wall, depending upon it is a short circuit or open circuit or odd mode and even mode. This is it's a very good method formulated by our scientists. You also should come out with some formulation to make the problems reach 50%. You don't need to do the full circuit component analysis. Make exactly half, then go for the half mode analysis. When you do go for odd, scattering parameter S11 is equal to half of S11E plus S11O. So how to get S11E? Even mode of scattering parameter, you will get from the ABCD parameter of even mode. Odd mode of scattering parameter, you will get from odd mode of ABCD parameter. And ABCD parameter has got another two names. It is mainly used for transmission lines and hence the transmission parameters. And how many may be the number of components connected, sections connected. If you want to find out effective ABCD, simply multiply by the each matrix. So that's why it's called the chain matrix. See now, if you divide this branch line coupler into half, only half the structure will come. Two shunt arms on one transmission line. Get three ABCD matrix. Go for odd mode and even mode. If it is odd mode, you will find out open circuit. If it is a even mode, if it's odd mode, you go for short circuit. Even mode, you go for open circuit. ZSC you should know, ZOC you should know. Then take the reciprocal. Initially, we will work with admittance because so many parallel. Then finally, you make it into impedance. Then only you can make use of Wheeler's curve or any other nomograms. So whatever may be the components, this is the principle. Exactly make it into half. Then see, this is the 3 dB hybrid. If it's a rat race, again you can make it a vertical section. Only thing is, in rat race, it is theta, 2 theta, 3 theta, totally 12 theta. If 12 theta is 360, you should not simply say 30 is, theta is equal to 30. We have got a formula, beta L is equal to theta. Electrical degree is different from the mechanical degree. So you will come to understand the theta for rat race is 45 and it is not 30. Otherwise, both have got the same set of three ABCD matrix. Simply multiply the effective, get the effective ABCD, express it in terms of scattering parameters. Once you get in terms of scattering parameters, you will know what is the impedance, and from there you can find out the width. As far as the length is concerned, 3 dB hybrid, each shunt arm, series arm is lambda g by 4. Whereas rat race is 6 times of lambda g by 4. Total it is 1.5 lambda g. So that way, lambda g, when you say, it is lambda naught by root of epsilon effective. If it is a microstrip, put epsilon effective of microstrip. If it is a strip line, replace epsilon effective by epsilon naught. If it is a fin line, put epsilon effective of fin line. So you compute by using the formula found in the respective book. So if you know the principle of the design of 3 dB, that is for rat race, that is for power divider, that is for Wilkinson, that is for everything, everything, backward wave oscillator, everything. This is the principle. See, this is the one. You know very well the definition, coupling coefficient. Everything should be written in terms of the scattering parameter, especially S11, S22 are nothing other than the reflection coefficient. That only S11, S22, the respective port. So these are the one. Mainly coupling coefficient and the directivity. There is no power coming in the fourth port. That's why that ratio becomes infinite. And and also one should know why there is no power coming here. There is no power coming here because of the Bethe holes separated by lambda g by 4. So in that case, in the port 3, 2 times of e raised to of minus j beta L. Beta is 2 lambda, 2 pi, 2 lambda g by beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda g. Whereas in the isolated port, twice of that, 2 times of e raised to exponential beta is different from exponential to the power of minus 2 beta. So that is what you get in fourth port, and hence there is no power coming here. So P3 by P4 will become infinite, and directional couple ideal value will be infinity. Coupling coefficient you can find out, and this is the one. Now you make it into half. Now you have got three ABCD matrix. ABCD matrix of impedance is what? 1, 0, 1, Y. And again transmission line matrix and admittance. Then find out. If it's an open circuit, put JZ0 tan beta L reciprocal or directly for admittance. If it is a impedance of short circuit, it is JZ0 tan beta L. Admittance of an open circuit is the reciprocal of that. So simply don't remember all four. Remember only ZSC. All other things will come automatically. That's what we say even mode analysis and odd mode analysis, or ZOE and ZOO. So this is what the length is lambda g by 4. There's a metering to go to get out of the discontinuity effect. And these are all the definition. Now you should find out. Once you make it into half, you should sum it up for S11, S12. You should take the difference. Why difference is for both odd mode and even mode. Um, for even, both the ports will have positive. That's why 11E plus 111O. Whereas if you go to the port 3 and port 4, you should, in odd mode it is one is positive, other is negative. In even mode both are positive. That is why S11, S12 it is positive, S13, S14 it is negative when you add S the second component. And you should know the property of ABCD parameter, and by that you can write what is ABCD of even. Center one will not get affected. Similarly, you find out for ABCD of odd. By using ABCD of even, you will get scattering parameter of even. By using ABCD of odd, you will get scattering parameter of odd. Now use the formula. This is what a very neat form you will get it. From this, you get, isn't it, in the row of a Dyson coupler, 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4. 1 1 is input. Normally, the input we assume or we make it so that reflection coefficient is 0. And you already told S14 is an isolated port. Fourth is no power is coming. So among the four S parameter, 1114 is equal to 0. Remaining things are 1, 2 and 1, 3. And now if you use the unitary property, S12 squared plus S13 is equal to 1. From there you will get all other relationship. So this is the principle. Make the division exactly symmetrical, get the even mode of ABCD, get the odd mode of ABCD, get the S1E, S1, see, S11, S12, S13, S14, four parameters are expressed only by two parameters. Such a easy thing as that is there in the microwaves and antenna. People should understand it. If you understand, it is not at all a difficult subject. It is simply, it will, as I say, it will be a child play. And this formula is sufficient to derive any impedance of a series arm and shunt arm of a two-step branch line coupler. If you find out the impedance, you can make a Wheeler's diagram, get what is the width for the particular transmission line for that material. And length is concerned, it is lambda g by 4. Now perfectly your design is over. You can get whatever may be the coupling coefficient given. First you find out S13, then S13 squared plus S12 squared is equal to 1. From there you get S12. So that way series arm and shunt arm are expressed in terms of admittance. Now you take the reciprocal, then you will get the admittance, impedance. That's why if it's a 3 dB, you get a popular value, is that not by root 2 in the top. Whereas left side, right side, in all port, it is Z naught. So give any value, you will get what is the width and the length. So this is a small numerical example. And this is a ready, you can check all these values. If it's a 3 dB, first of all, from the coupling coefficient, first you will get is S13. 3 dB, you know, scattering parameters is square root of power. So of the power in S13 it is 1 by root 2, and it is not an amplifier. So you put minus. S13 squared plus S12 squared is equal to 1. From there you get S12. Then you derived what is YA, YB. Here YA comes root 2 into Y naught. In impedance is it Z naught by root 2. So that is how you get series arm and shunt arm in terms of impedance. From Wheeler's curve you get the W. So that's why we get 35.4 series arm, whereas shunt arm is 50 ohms. Now you try 6 dB. 6 dB is double. So 1 by root 2 square will be 1 by 2. From there you get S12. So this is a small, it is not only beautiful numbers, it can be 3.343 also. Any coupling coefficient you take, find out S13, use unitary property, get S12, get the value of YA, YB, convert into ZA, ZB, that will give you. So this is the perfect layout of any two-step branch line coupler. You can see everywhere some cornered, mitred. It is because of the discontinuity. And okay, just 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you have understood the two-step branch line coupler, then rat race is automatic. The only difference is theta will get deferred. Theta, 2 theta, and 3 theta. And just like an antenna, if two stub branch line coupler is not sufficient, put one more stub. It will be called 3 stub. So that way you can go for backward, anything you take. So now hybrid ring, what way it is differing? It is not lambda g by 4, it is 3 times of lambda g by 2, but same principle. You make a mirror symmetry, make it into half structure, and now find out 3 ABCD matrix and find out the multiplication. And again, the best book I already shown, strip line like transmission lines by Professor Bharati Bhatt. You get ABCD of even, odd, and use even, get scattering parameter of even. Use effective odd ABCD parameter, you get S odd. So use this value, you get a nice relation S12, S14. Out of 4 in the horizontal, S11 and other parameter are S13 are 0. Only these are non-zero. You are seeing one top, there's a bar. The bar, no, I know you know it is called YB by Y0, normalized admittance. So this formula is sufficient to design a rat race, and it's a general rule. Everyone knows it is a two stub. It will be Z0 by root 2, whereas a rat race it is Z0 into root 2, and their periphery is 4 times of lambda g by 4. Here it is 6 times of lambda g by 2. So you do not have anything more than this. If it's a power divider, it's only 3. All other things are very simple. Here, not much design. The length is lambda g by 4. From OE, OO, you can get the coupling coefficient. You can use this formula, get OE, OO, use the nomogram, get what is the width. And again, once again, I am showing Wheeler's curve. So that will get you the width. And again, the Wheeler's, these are all you can get it from the first paper in 1965. In general, if you want to go in depth of the real papers, you should go to the IRE. Now we have got IEEE. Previously, it was IRE. That journals will contain almost all the people. It is between, as far as the microwave is concerned, between 1935 to 45 are the golden period. So during 1960, a lot of research came. You can look into that kind of heritage papers that will not die at all. It is Geetanjali, like Geetanjali, it is ever fresh. With this, I would like to conclude my talk. I hope I have given some reference, and again the recorded message will be sent to you. By that reference, you can enlarge the things. Finally, I want to conclude. As long as your research is not over, please go by your own method. Write your own coding. Go by conventional method. Don't follow the shortcut method of calculator, strip line, microstrip, CPW, and commercial software. Finally, for the second verification, you go for the microwave thing. With this, once again, I thank the unique kind of successful coordinator, and also all the participants who were very patient enough to hear me with
Thank you, sir.
proper attention. Yes, yes, please. I hope
Yes.
it was visible and audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Very clear.
Okay.
Audio. As well, we have done the recording. Participants, now if you have any questions, you can post in the chat box, or you can unmute and ask.
5 minutes.
So there is a message from Mr. Swapnil for you. He is thanking you for your supportive words. Tarang core
Okay.
method of moments, and uh, he says he would like to take your valuable suggestions. Getting insight on method lines would be relevant to our work and looks interesting to get insight on the same. Thank you. Thank you, Swapnil sir.
Okay. Incidentally, I want to tell the participants, Swapnil
Yes,
Gaul
sir.
is the living example
Yes,
of
sir.
a young Indian coming out for the first time indigenous software with the support of very mountain-like stalwarts, Dr. Shivaganka, Dr. Girish Kumar. More than that, Swapnil did the project also with Ramesh Garg. Ramesh Garg is one of the author of the microstrip lines, slot lines, CPW. So when he is giving a lecture, I wish all the participants ask him about the methodology of making. He has done wonders. He has come out
Yes,
with equivalent diagrams.
yes, sir. Okay, sir. I think there are no questions because it's a lunchtime now.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank
It will start 2:30, and it
you. Okay,
was a wonderful session, sir. Very informative and very clear with all the
okay.
ideas that you presented.
Thanks
I
a
think,
lot.
for your guidance
Uh,
and your support and the technical talk that you presented on behalf of the entire organizing team, the institute KLS Gokte Institute of Technology, where this event has been organized, as well as the Atal Academy of AICT. They have given a really wonderful platform for all the research scholars as well as the faculty members to gain the knowledge in this particular field. I thank you once again, sir, for your wonderful technical talk. Thank you.
okay, I also enjoyed. I feel proud also to take part in your different kind of FDP.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.